Hello. Let us do some stuff. Hello, Eugene. Hello, Unknown. How you both doing? You already got a lobby open, make myself at home. Oh, I've had it open for like 10 minutes. Sorry, I am. I usually click start on the stream, and then I go and like stand outside in the fresh air for a little bit, you know? Because I'm not gonna go go out again for a wee bit. How are you two doing? You're on your daily walk? Nice. Enjoy. It's hot and miserable. It kind of is, yeah. How's my butt? I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. I'm hoping, beyond hope, that I can be freed today from the infinite fucking Lunastra farm. I do not wish to be within this hell no more. I'm hoping this works out. I don't care if I still have fight, like, if I don't get the Nergi gem or the Xenofail or both the Daor horns. If I can just get all three of the Lunar gems, I will be a happy champion. I'm doing alright though. I had a fun moment earlier where I decided to have a modicum of health for a very brief moment, and I did some squats. And then I played Cairn, which is a game about climbing a mountain, right away afterwards, so I was sitting in my chair without moving the whole time. And then I stopped playing Cairn. So I stopped climbing the mountain and stood up, and then my legs were all shaky. I was like, oh! It's like I've been climbing the mountain for real. It's very funny. Well, rude. Very, very funny. Can you not? Head and tail, please, in terms of breaks. Best chance for gems. Since it's Luna, it's actually a lot more reasonable that happens. Which is nice. Hello, Gianni. How are you doing? Welcome. Can I join for some hunts soon? Nice. I hope you don't mind fighting Elder Dragons. You're gonna have it? Yeah. I mean, the KOs just give me more time to hit the tail in a convenient way, so it still helps with tail cuts. As long as you get a KO. I think Luna is actually relatively hard to KO, actually, but... horrible place for her to go down. The Eugene thing. Actually, it's not that bad. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was. Probably gonna end up accidentally breaking these wings here. Just as a matter of trying to get the mounts. Luna. I'll pop this on because it's kind of annoying me. That way I can just run through the flames. And the lava won't do damage to me because it gives you, oh, what the fuck is it called? The thing where you're immune to terrain effects. I think it's called Heat Guard in this game. It might be called Heat Guard always. Just so that you can stand in the lava and stand next to her without the flame AoE being annoying. Luna's one of those few monsters where I'm like, they could use a mantle here, just because you're annoying. More than anything else. Because you're just kind of fucking irritating. Thank you for the triple, the quad roar. Okay, Luna is not angry. Nergi is. That's annoying. Oh. Wait, he interrupted her? The temptation to flash bomb. It's not worth it, don't do it. Can you, like, land or something? Instead of just flying around constantly? Good God, Nergi. You're making this way harder than it needs to be, buddy. There's a roar. He's got a lot of them in him. Okay, he is not angry anymore. So if we can just piss her off, we can drag her out of the area. Why would it put me there? Stupid clutch claw. That should anger her. Right, let's get these two the fuck away from each other so we can actually play the goddamn game. Because Nergi is just roaring every 5 fucking seconds. Well, okay. Thank you, Luna. Jesus. I usually like fighting two monsters in the same area, but when it's Nerg and he's just roaring constantly, it fucking sucks. Something the permanent Brando did not help with was my patience in dealing with roars like that, with that one quest where the fucking Uragan just roared over and over and over again in the middle of the arena. Really made me not want to deal with that situation again, unsurprisingly. I'm not getting a chance to hit a tail here, like, at all. But I appreciate the effort, Ty, but that doesn't work. I appreciate the attempt, buddy, but no. I'm actually gonna max here just to get more time on the tail. Which is, of course, in the ground. She's just a little bit too big for it. It doesn't hit her. It goes over the top of it. Oh, I can't hit her tail. I go underneath it. I mean to say. But she's just a little bit too tall. Make more potions because I didn't restock them after my last quest. You're doing your best to collaborate. She's being a bit uncooperative at the moment. I can like barely hit the tail. I'm dead. Can't do anything about that. That insta-aggro though. You did not want me in this area. I'm really hoping the research or the daily like rewards ticket things are gonna boost the chances here for me. These friggin' gems, because when this is the process every time, it's a bit of a nightmare. There's the tail. Not a gem. Why is it obsessed with putting me onto that part of her body? Don't put me on the damn wing thing. That's a bit horrible in terms of trying to hit without hitting Eugene here. It's just a bit horrible in terms of trying to hit the head full stop. Actual water moss that's gonna be actually useful? How weird. There's actually quite a lot of it on this map compared to what I thought there was. There's two there, there's another bit here, there's another bit in the area on the way down to this area. I thought there was significantly less than this. Nice headbutt. He's injured? The fuck? That really surprises me. Hammer's definitely the stronger wake-up attack here, compared to me. Especially since I just lost my S-Trax. Hey, nice, there's the head break. So all we gotta do now is just get this kill. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Well, that bounce is just sadness. It removes like a singular flame from it, and that's it. Dude, the puddle pods are terrible. Oh fuck. I thought they removed it in like a small area, not just a single little tinge. That's abysmal. Miss, unfortunate. Nice. It's a rough that I gotta do that for 3 gems, man. Even with 2 people, that's not easy, man. That is not easy. The quad carapace. I do actually still need like 5 horns from her as well. Because this takes 3 horn every time. I need to be able to make 3 of them. And then I need 2 for one of the upgrades as well, there. So I still need 5 more. True Solo's better for Hammer? Yeah, it is. Same with Greatsword. Any of the weapons that require, or not necessarily even require, but get massive benefits from being able to dictate tempo and where the monster's facing, get just humongous extra wins from it. No gem. you didn't have anything, right? You were done, you said, so I guess this. A little bit of Xeno. Game refuses to give vitality or hearing. Yeah, I think they're like considered higher rarity, basically. Right? I think the chance to get them from like normal quests is disgustingly low. Those are attempted ones to think. That's my veil. I'm done. Technically don't even need to kill the Xeno anymore, but... I will happily take the money and the... what do you call it? Potential materials to sell for even more money, I guess. If you recall correctly, Vitality and Attack are the rarest level ones. I know Attack is. I didn't know Vitality was. Then again, you can just like forge it, right? So. But at the Elder Builder. Almost always what I do, so I probably never actually think about how genuinely rare it is. Hello, Colts. Welcome. More common, yeah. All of them become way more common in G, right? The basic ones. The non-4 slots. You also just get a lot more decos in G in general, which helps. Free slots become basically irrelevant though, right? Which is what Earplugs is. It's a free slotter. I feel like there's not a terribly large number of skills in the free slots that you'd actually not rather just use a 2-slot for. You can have like Part Breaker, Focus, Evade Window, Evade Extender, Stamina Surge. There's so many crazy good 2 slots. Handy's good, yeah. Hell, I think even Guard Up. Is Guard Up a... No, Guard Up is a charm, right? Hey, it might be a 2 slot, actually. Meldable. That's not meldable until like quite late into G though, right? If I remember. The Melda upgrade, right, yeah. So it does take a wee bit. Can you stop looking at me? I'm trying to cut your fucking tail off. Also, stop sticking your tail out the goddamn mat. How you doing, Sue? Really kind of just trapped here. Your one whole roll crit boost evasion 4 slot. My hope is that on every save for my entire life, I am as blessed as I was on my first save. I think by the time I was about halfway through Master Rank, so nowhere, right? Just the story, pre-title updates, I had 3 Partbreaker health boosts 4 slots. So as long as I had 3 4-slot decorations on any armor set, I could always have health boost 3, Partbreaker 3. Oh. That shit's fucking amazing. Absolutely sexy. I love this so much. I'm forever sad when I don't have that on any save file other than my main. Double Expert is the one you get for free as well, right? As soon as you get into Master Rank, if I remember correctly. They always give you one of them. Tail off the goddamn man, Zeno! Well, we got the rare triple thing, but then I knocked his tail off in midair. There's another veil, actually. It's honestly so goddamn amazing to be able to hit the head with such consistency in this fight. It never stops being amazing to me. I can just hit it. It just works. It's so friggin' good. I missed. Hey. That's face break. The live foe. Should be relatively close to death at this point, I would have thought. Hello, N10. How was your break? How was your holiday? As you can see, I'm still in Hiram. I did tell you I would be. I also got absolutely fucked over by the fact that one of the stupid seasonal events started. Which means the only way you can get Celestial tickets for it is to specifically do quests on Sunday where I don't stream. So I can't get any of the tickets, the golden tickets in my case, to get free Lunar Gems. I just have to legitimately farm free Lunar Gems. Recovered and mentally ready to farm Luna. The second part is a lie. No one is ever mentally ready to farm Luna, sure. That's a full break. Wings broken phase 1. That is complete full break. Amazing. Very nice. You love events being on 90% of the time. I really, really wish you could just opt out of it. I would honestly so much prefer to just have it so that it's treated as default events off at all times, and you can just speak to your handler or something to toggle events on. And then the way that you get the tickets is just by doing event quests while an event is on. Right? It'd be infinitely preferable. Instead, you're just trying to like replay through the story or something. Maybe you don't really care necessarily too much, but maybe like you're a new player trying to play through the story at this point in time, right? You randomly go up into the guild hall, and now for the entire rest of your fucking low rank, high rank story playthrough, your handler is like randomly in a fucking hula hoop mini skirt made of leaves or something, whatever the fuck is going on. Or she's in the Valentine's Day dress in G-Rank. The big like rose petal dress that she wears. It's so random, right? She's got a little UFO outfit on. The amount of times I've seen... I can't remember what cutscene it is exactly. One of the cutscenes, she pulls her goggles down, and then like her little monocle fucking thing that she has that she looks through, right? And she just pulls like nothing because she's wearing one of the costumes that doesn't have anything there. She's just mime yanking on her head. I'm dead. I don't think she has a cat suit. I think if your handler's wearing a cat suit, you've installed some mods. Or you're playing Wilds. And that laugh, no, it's incongruent with the theme of the game. Mascot suit thing, which is a giant cat head. I don't think I've seen that one. Nor is that what would come to mind if you specifically say the words catsuit anyway. Hey, Cop. Thank you for joining. How you doing? I got fucking executed by that Xeno, man. 3 bales! Guess how many I needed in total. The bales are in drops as well. That's actually kind of how I expected to get them, because they're a wing break. I needed 6 in total. In total, I needed 6. I only needed 1 more. I got 5 from that quest. Evaded standard duel's great. Staying for a bit of hunting, clearly not avoiding drawing anything, not you. So weird that you'd like spontaneously bring that up if you definitely were just not avoiding doing that though, right? Sure, that's just coincidence. I guess that's actually one way. You don't have that problem if you play through Wilds, huh? Because you can't even go to the hub until you're done with the story. Yeah, pure coincidence. I'm sure. You didn't use it? Aside from a few rare moments, you didn't really need it. Same as in GE. I think Evade Extender, but maybe for the sake of like Lance or Gun Lance with specific attacks. Typically isn't something you really ever need, right? It's just something that can make things a bit nicer for you. And even in a lot of those, I feel like it's very situationally specific. Like when Velkhana does a little ice breath on the ground thing. If you're Lance or Gun Lance, having one or two points of evade extender makes that attack so much fucking easier to dodge. Like with dual blades, you don't need evade extender for dualies at all. But man, does it make your little quick dashes so much fucking nicer to use. When they actually go a reasonable fucking distance instead of no distance at all, right? You acted like you need it all the time, yeah. Evade Extender to me is one of those things where the only time you are punished by having it or not having it is because you're not used to using it in that specific situation. Or not using it. Like, even if Evade Extender is good for Lance and Gun Lance to be able to get out of the way of specific attacks, if you're not used to using it, it's still going to get you into infinitely more trouble than it's going to save you from, right? It's not like something with, like earplugs, for example, where it just works by itself and it's always useful. Same thing as before, head and tail, please. You can't play heavy bowgun without it in any game. That's fair. I don't know about the older games, but at least in this game, heavy bowgun's evade is so fucking ass. I feel like the game almost forces it. It basically forces you to go shield is what it does, but if you do want to do evasions, you basically need evade extender. Hey mates, how you doing? Playing Persona 3, the full moon's a week away, you haven't even dipped into Tyrus. Waiting for the inevitable oops, gotta save someone, yeah. You're working on 2 pieces of hidden heavy bowing armor in Frontier G1. Dude, I don't know how anyone has the patience to build the heater pieces. The grind is just disgusting. Lazarus has joined the online session. True to their namesake, back from the dead. About to be dead again because they're fighting Luna. It's because the grind is disgusting. The grind being horrible is the good bit, that's the selling point. I can understand enjoying a little bit of grind from time to time and having like a good amount to do. Hell, I can understand enjoying like Freedom Unite levels of grind. Frontier just at a baseline is too much for me, but then the heat and stuff on top of it. Oi, oi, oi. Jesus wept when he saw Luna. Why is there 3 ranged users in this quest? What is this cursed shit? Oh no, no, Eugene's on Honeycomb, I'm fine. We're all good. I thought Eugene was still using light bowgun. Thank fuck for that. Whew. Although the hammer doesn't help me get the tail cut. The bow kind of does though, if any of those dragon piercers hit the tail. Hunting Horn, not known for its capacity to tail cut. Is known for its capacity of smart asses who are like, oh, technically, actually, it can tail cut. I wouldn't really put that at the same thing though. Well, that's gone. Is the other one still left? Yeah, it is. It's over here. Thank you, Nergy. We are aware you're still in the area. Shut the fuck up. Well, that's annoying. She turned at the same time. Okay, never mind. Got it anyway. Didn't feel like 34, but close to 36, 37. Temperature, I assume? I actually don't know what it is here today. Cooler than that, I'm pretty sure. I would have thought low 30s or high 20s. Oh. He missed. I think that might be the only time I've ever gone onto Luna's head. And it was when she can't be fucking launched. Can a monster tail cut another monster? I don't believe so, but I truly don't know. I don't think they do cutting damage. No gem, sadly. Yeah, they can do generic park breaks, but I don't know if they can do bludgeoning or cutting breaks. There's not a ton of bludgeoning breaks either, so that one would be really hard to find out. I don't think I've ever seen a tail cut from a monster. At least in fresh memory. Is this one of those cursed situations where technically I have the strongest wake-up attack? I'm about not to, so I'm gonna do it. Because I'm about to run out of res, so... We did get the head and the tail. I'm genuinely quite surprised we got the sail break discussed. Tail cut, I should say. Range on that attack, man. Luna, please. Taking down a box engine without stratagems is so much poorer. Is it? It's the primary way that I've seen it done. To be honest. Ooh. I don't know what that is. You don't think you're gonna get any missions? It's 3 days. Unless you get one at the last possible day. Well, someone got a gem. I hope it was N10. It was N10. They wouldn't. I bet they would. Literally just go on, there you go. Nope. It's fine, there's only 6 of them. But I don't have a gem yet. It's 2 days in March. I mean, didn't you go through the entire thing in a single day anyway? So clearly, like, it's not that much of an ask, right? I mean, the fact that you could get through any of it in a single go kind of means that 3 days seems like plenty of time. Has anyone got a lunar investigation? Yeah, I don't. That's why I've just been posting the normal quest. Thank you for the hunts, Colt. I hope we were a sufficient, definitely not a distraction. It's annoying to have to budget it. I mean, yeah. If you're gonna pick up tracks on the next one, there isn't any. The problem. Head break on this, please. You typically count on 2, give yourself 3. So you got the perfect amount of time then. I'm doing Luna every other quest, Enten, and I think it's the only thing you need, right? So it's rapidly getting to the point where it's going to be the only thing I need. So unless there's other stuff you need, I don't think I'm going to bother with rotations at the moment. Because Eugene doesn't need anything. Just to make it so that we're not doing Luna every single fucking quest. Until it gets to the point where there is nothing else I need. Where's he at? He's at the person that you have to save when you only get 3 days to do it. Assuming that's relevant to the plot. Only thing I need is the head here, so don't even bother with the tail cut, just go for the head, because this is so shit. Well, This will be, of course, when it goes down, when his head is in the wall. Oh, no, it's actually going to be fine again. This is a long fucking mount. Jesus. My thing fully expired. Thankfully not Master Rank yet, so those tornadoes can't combine. Bro, okay. Why the fuck did it run that way? That was annoying. Didn't really get to do anything there. Prolong mounts for part damage when they smash into the wall. Oh. I was specifically not attacking the entire time because I didn't want any damage to go to anything other than the head. I didn't know them smashing into the wall did part damage. 2. Okay. Get rid of one annoying one, so you move to the next one, man. I will be glad to be done with Kirsch as well. They're kind of equally irritating. Although Kirsch is for an entirely different reason, which is it's just fucking shit to try and get the power break. Rather than because it's just the worst. There's a pod. That's the second pod. So it's injured at this point. There we go, good. Finally got friggin' red. There's the head break. Good. Thank God. Hey, Burnout Pilot, welcome. How far in Master Rank you start fighting monsters like Savage Devil Show instead of their normal version? at the relevant ranks where you would have found them in high rank, basically. Like, when you would have fought Deviljho is around about the same part where you'll find Savage Deviljho. So that would be Elder Dragon here, which would be what, 5, 6 star quests? Oh, Brachydios specifically isn't available till post-game, because he's a title update monster. If you mean Raging Brachydios, he's a title update. He's not a normal edition in that way, so you have to finish the story first, which means you have to complete Shara, which is Master Rank 21, I think? Can't remember. That's why I said it's not useful to look up like what weapons are good and stuff. Because that's one of those weapons that's going to get recommended all over the point. That people are just going to recommend the light break weapons, the Raging Brachydios weapons, and it's like arguably the third last monster in the entire game. And it's not even useful for the penultimate monster. Unless you want to do it the very hard way. What's the point of completing the story and getting the best weapon? What do you do after you finish the story? So what the like main thing that the game wants you to do is to get to Master Rank 100 to fight Ruin and Nergigante. Which is like base game, the final fight that you unlock. For the sake of title updates, which were free updates after the game came out, there is Rajang, Raging Brachydios, Furious Rajang, the Barioth, Frostfang Barioth, and then the two which are actually the hardest monsters to actually like fight in the entire game, which is Alatreon and Fatalis. And then also as an additional like less so unique fight, but more just a fight that you've already done, but way harder challenge. There's Arc-Tempered Velkhana as well as technically Arc-Tempered Namiel, but Namiel, whatever the fuck it's called. Rajang's not part of the story. Rajang is not part of the story. Is your ass not getting a turn? I thought all you need... Do you need anything other than Luna, Enten? You need Xeno and Zora? I'm not doing Zora with you. You can post the Xeno if you want. I thought all you needed was Luna. And that's specifically why you'd stopped farming. You don't have Xeno right now. I mean, you always have Xeno. You map it? There you go. You watched a lot of turf war battles with Savage. Rajang's the only guy who beat him down in the first encounter. Did Rajang win that one technically, or was it a draw? I can't remember. I know he fucking punches him, but... Yeah, sometimes they end in a way that looks like one of the monsters wins, but they both technically take the same amount of damage, though. Like, percentage-wise. But he might actually win that one, I can't remember. It would make a lot of sense because Devonshire is weak to thunder. And Rajang actually has like intent rather than just power. Yeah, you always have this as an event quest, if you didn't know. Intent. I think the same is true with Zora. Zora's like permanently available. Oh, that's very annoying. Good. What do you need from this, Anton? A bit of everything, though, okay. Tail's the most helpful. I will exclusively focus the tail then. Please stop looking at me. So I'm gonna have to do shitloads of running around. Stop looking at me! Whee! Oh, that's an interesting thing. How did you find Viper Toby? typically a monster that a lot of people struggle with. Since it's your first time through, it'd be interesting to see if you had a similar experience. This tail is hopefully going to be very ready to come off when we get to next phase. Done a good chunk of damage to it at this point. Can't really do anything about it here. Let's get myself some piercing pods if I can. Good. Oh, Sappy! That's the other title, aren't they? It's Sappy as well. Nice. I think a slicing shot got that, because it definitely wasn't me. This fucking weapon is so hard. Try and hit the head next to someone who doesn't have flinch rate. The fucking sweeps that it does is humongous, man. Very annoying. Make sure you pick up the white shinies on this quest, Enten. Because at the very least, if you need veils, they can come from the white shinies rather than just the wings. Kind of becoming more stressful than relaxing to play, especially after work. Master rank gets a lot harder than high rank was, so that makes a lot of sense. You're legit getting bad now. I'm not surprised, to be honest. I feel like you played a lot of it in a very short period of time, right? Dealing with new monsters. It's something to bear in mind is that Base World is released as a game by itself, right? Up to and including Xeno and Tepid monsters. And then, like Deviljho, Lunastra, Kulve Taroth. They're all title update monsters for Base World. So is Leshen and Behemoth. And then when you were playing the game when it was live, right? Most people had to wait for 2 years to get the DLC, which had all of the Master Rank stuff in it, so they had a cool-off period. And the DLC is big enough to be like an entire another game. Turning point was Viper. Barioth topped it off because she kept dying to them multiple times. Both of them are frequently mentioned and well-known walls for people. People really struggle with those two monsters. In Master Rank. Especially Barioth. Tobies are the first monster where if you use Defender Armor in high rank, or are still using Defender Armor in Master Rank, or if it's been a little bit, he really like teaches you are actually like you have to play the game now. He's quicker. He's a lot quicker. And with the poison and the para, he can put you down very easily if you're just trying to beat the shit out of him rather than dance with him. And then Barioth's a nightmare because the fights are actually really manageable, providing you break the legs. But because people who haven't played it before obviously don't know to break the legs, the fight becomes way fucking harder. The moment you get a breather, bad poison, yeah. You don't see much difference between breaking the wings. There's a huge difference. Every time he does his like repositioning jumps, instead of him just landing on the floor and then immediately being able to do another move and attack you, he slides. And then he has to recover from that slide before he can do a move. It gives you time to catch up, to hit him, to be able to sneak in a heal, to be able to do whatever. It doesn't make it so that he's trivial, but it makes the fight manageable instead of an absolute goddamn terror. But you do need to kind of break both of them rather than just one of them. Why is Deviljho so popular? He was introduced as a surprise, basically, in the third series of games. I think he was in Tri specifically. So the third generation, this is the fifth generation. Monster Hunter Tri. When you got to high rank, Deviljho could just sometimes appear on a quest. So you might be fighting like the equivalent of Great Jagras early into the game, and then suddenly bang, Deviljho's on the quest. Ripping everyone's assholes out. So there's a lot of hype built up for him by the time you actually get to fight him, and then it makes it a very memorable fight for a lot of people. As well as people just like his vibe, I guess. His lore and stuff being the constant consumer, basically. He eats until he wipes a place out, then he moves on to the next place and starts fucking eating. And he's just, for the most part, pure strength with a little bit of dragon breath. Good music as well. How's it going, Dawn? How's it going? So there's quite a lot of bits and bobs. Especially in the older games, there wasn't necessarily as many monsters that had the size that Deviljho has. I feel. So he stands out a lot for that reason as well. You remember that running him down with your greatsword for 30 minutes? Yep. I don't remember my first Barioth fight being particularly difficult. But I think it's because I remembered from older games with Barioth to just focus the fucking legs. And Dual Blade has a lot more mobility than a lot of other things, right? Deviljho isn't even top 10 lore-wise? Probably not. But top 10 monsters lore-wise is basically just gonna be like... Fatalis can wipe out the world! Crimson Fatalis, it's the same, but red. White Fatalis, it's the same, but old. Diamoralis, it's the same, but it fucked a volcano. And there's half your list done already, and it's just Fatalis variants, right? He's not an Elder Dragon. He's a non-Elder Dragon monster that has some degree of capacity to stand up to Elder Dragons. Yeah, Alatreon's lore is basically just man is so suffused with every single element that if he farts, he wipes out a village with fire, and then he sneezes and wipes out a different village with lightning. is the strongest non-Elder? Probably Atl, yeah. Considering the thing can build a fucking mech. Otherwise, probably either Furious or Raging. It's not Bloodbath Diablos. Average ChatGPT information. It's a hard fight from a player's perspective, but in like a lore-wise perspective, there is no lore for it basically, because it's a GU monster. So. Although it has more than some of the other GU monsters. That's the Claphead's house too. They're not missing much, to be honest. I think it's an interesting idea for a fight, but I think it's really poorly done. Which is very fun that it's a symbolic representation of GU. A good idea for a game, but poorly executed. You thought Rajang would be up there? I would have thought Rajang is up there. If you're looking at non-Elders, if you're looking at Elders, it doesn't work. Because like Elder Dragons are classified Elder Dragons. Not because they're dragons, but because they don't understand how they're so powerful, right? That's the whole point of the classification. But Rajang, like, beats the shit out of Kirin, which is an Elder Dragon. It feeds on its horns. Like, can't really say that he's not up there, right? I think ultimately it's just incredibly subjective, and because the games are more looked at from an ecological standpoint. Kirin's an Elder? Kirin's an Elder. Elder Dragons aren't classified by them being dragons. They're classified by them having, a lot of the time, unexplainable and severe ecological consequences to their existence. Kirin walking into an area causes a thunderstorm. Just it being there causes a thunderstorm. So it's an Elder Dragon. None of its powers follow logic in a way that makes sense for the in-game science, right? Basically, it summons lightning out of fucking nowhere. It makes lightning go horizontally in this game somehow. And there seems to be no rhyme, reason, or logic as to why it can do it. You know, a lot of the monsters that exist have, like, external things that help them do lightning, or they'll have, like, internal elements to them that allow them to breathe fire, or have, like, poison sacs, or water sacs, or whatever. It doesn't make sense logically, but in the in-game's logic, it makes sense. Elder Dragons don't follow that rule. which is why things like Deviljho are not elders, because it's understand. Like, Deviljho has understood how he works. He real hungry. He eat lots. But he is an Elder Dragon level threat. Because he is hungry to the point where he will wipe out an entire ecosystem. Because he will just keep eating and eating and eating till he's destroyed it. Went past you where the stupid noise came from. I think one of the things with Monster Hunter that somehow gets lost on a lot of people is it's impossible to predict between monsters who would win in a fight unless it's so like severely outclassed, right? Like Diablos is always going to win against Barroth. Depending on circumstances, Barroth might put up a better fight in any particular instance, but Diablos is always going to win. When it's against two monsters of relative strength, like Rajang, Deviljho, I don't think you can predict it. Because it just depends on too many factors. Is Rajang already in its charge state when the fight begins? Does one of them have the drop on the other one? Has Deviljho recently eaten? Does he have the stamina to fight? Is he already exhausted because he hasn't eaten anything in like 5 seconds, right? Is one of them preemptively pissed off? Because I think what would likely happen in that situation, a lot of the time, Rajang is probably likely to try and get an opening and then just run away. Because monsters aren't stupid, and animals in real life aren't stupid, right? Deviljho would be consumed by a Tunga, so that's not thinking logically, but Rajang's not going to eat Deviljho, it's not what it preys upon. It's just going to try and leave, like it's a waste of stamina. Taking a fight that serves no purpose just kills you. Because you just exhaust yourself. So I don't know if there's like a winner in that scenario. Rajang, I guess. I think they'd fight for a little bit. Rajang would do something that either knocks Deviljho over or like temporarily incapacitates it. And then Rajang would just make a runner. And Deviljho's just gonna find the closest thing he can eat. Which by that point probably isn't Rajang anymore. It's the thing when you're not dealing with like set power level monsters, right? You have to, there's an ecological situation going on that's more than just what their abilities are and all that. It's the boring answer. It's just. I'm always happy to see you, Jordan. Hello. How are you doing? I am having a good time. I am having a good time. I wish I'd got even a single Lunar Gem so far. That's kind of annoying me, but... Hunts are fun nonetheless. And before they become too much for the day, I'll be switching to SMT instead, so I'll get at least some degree of relief in terms of a break from endlessly grinding Luna. Lazing around before studying. Preparing a network certificate. The official study material has 1,640 pages. Fuck that. Someone condensed it down to 81 and they are dense. I would imagine when they've reduced it by 200%. Or whatever the fuck that would be. That's crazy. It's probably this. Go 3 pages a day. Nice. Three pages a day if it was still 16,000 would be very long. That's horrible. Please give me a gem. Not from cards. Did you get all the Xeno stuff you needed? Enter. But you still need more. 8 shells. Oh, okay. No. 7 Lunas killed and I still don't have a single gem. This is getting to the point where I'm just going to build one of the weapons and then say fuck this. If I don't get one soon, because this is... I don't want to kill 90 fucking Lunas at the end of high rank. to build 3 functionally identical weapons. I mean, I'm gonna give it today and tomorrow still. But considering I still need to get that Cove weapon as well. Can you carve Lunar Gems in Master Rank? Probably, right? Where the wonkiness of this challenge comes in. It's technically I should build them up. But also, since it's designed for like 4th gem anyway, it doesn't work when stuff like this comes up. Like with Cove, for example, you would need to get whatever it was, 32 Cove Turret weapons if you wanted to progress. Nice. What's the chance of 0 gems after 7 Lunars? I don't know what the gem drop rate is. It's probably quite low. Because it would be 28 times the carve chance, whatever the chance for the rewards is. Every time I've got the tail cut, so tail cut reward chance times 7 as well. All of those added up. But I don't know how you'd calculate the quest rewards, because they obviously vary. Gem is also probably a chance from the head break as well, which has happened every single quest. Hours before the meeting, that's fucked. I would be very unhappy. 4 cards from Elder Dragons. But yeah, if the chances are 3%. It's just like not physically possible, right? You can't read 831 pages in 3 hours. You have to read more than 4 pages a minute. Like, you can flick through it, but you can't read it in that time. I'm gonna post the Luna next. Yeah, there will. I just wanted to make every other quest a non-Luna quest, so. God, I want Power Prolonger so fucking badly. Tail's broken, that's the tail. Head and arms. I'll just go for the arms because it's relatively easy. To jump for other people, you're taking the freedom, drop in, drop out. Yep, makes sense. If you're not taking part in the rotation, you're not like beholden to it as such. I would normally try and do full rotations as well. Streaming tends to fuck that up a bit and it just ends wherever it ends, but... Oh, we didn't get, like, so many breaks there, Jesus. That's terrible. Didn't get the second claw, didn't get the heads. It was quick though. Why is it doing this shit? It restarts the car from the start every time. Really annoys me when it does that. Yeah, I think it is when you're standing on top of the border. It's just frustrating. Terrible rewards. Again. 3 gems. Hopefully that's what I'll get on the next fucking loader. Carve one, get one from the tail, get one from the head break. It's not too much to ask, right? You gonna take a quick break to part without you? Sure thing. I'll even go with just generally carve one. Get one from the head break, get one from the quest rewards. You get 2 singular ones over several quests. The last one gives you 3 instead of 1. That is more likely, yeah? Sadly. Sadly. Oh, I didn't restock healing. I might actually use the 10 for that. On this quest. Depends. So I have combinables. I do. It might be fine then. Just gonna check this person because I don't know the name off the top of my head. That's legit. Even a correctly upgraded handicraft charm, very nice. I believe that is the limit of where you can upgrade that to at the current moment. Very, very nice. I appreciate it. Hello, Samurai. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the help. And thank you for using level gear. What? It was mounted, wasn't it? You jumped off? Oh. I saw the mount and I was like, I'm safe to run underneath here. That does explain it. That's funny. Hey, the quest isn't ruined unless we triple cut. I was just so bamboozled that it was doing a move. I was like, I'm pretty sure Luna isn't one of those creatures that does the that does normal moves while it's mounted. It just fully focuses on trying to get you up, right? It's not like Double Joe or Jang. Oh, we're on that one back. One shot as soon as Enton came in. Dude, that Luna decided that she just fucking hates people joining mid-quest, apparently. Immediately on both the mid-quest joins, she's like, fucking nope. Dead. What happened? Samurai got the mount and then dropped the mount because they didn't want to do it. But I ran underneath because I saw the mount and I was like, oh, I'm fine to just run over to the wall where it's probably going to drop. Then it did a spin fire attack and killed both of us in an instant. That's fucking funny, man. Gotta have a few of those occasionally to remind you that you aren't invincible. In Mudstoner. What was this gear? The Kia Ice. Max crit, max ice attack. Handicraft focus. Dude, Heat Guard as well. Fantastic for Luna. This is a great set. Capacity boost. This is a really good like anti-Luna set even. I mean, Partbreaker would be really helpful considering Tail Cut and Headbreaker the core focuses here. I would appreciate it, but you don't need to if you don't want to. As long as we have good attack-based focus, we should be fine. You know, as long as there's not exclusively hitting the body and then slamming Syads off into it every like 5 seconds or whatever. Because that will probably cause the parts to not break. I keep forgetting to do this. That's some good shit, man. Did you just flash bomb it while it was flying? And she hasn't immediately decided that she fucking hates people joining the quest this time, so now we go for realsies. Oh, come on! Man! Why is this being so cursed? I wasn't even over the lava. She just decided to leave. That's nice. Oh, sorry about your stamina. 10 floors away from the border floor. Nice one. I assume that's where you need to be. Wait, what? Oh, did she get flimped in midair? I just went in full escape mode. She is slammable at the moment. With the head and the tail tenderized, it will actually do damage to those parts as well. I don't know if this will work, sadly. Thankfully it was just a single one, so it gives a chance for another one. Okay, please do not randomly throw me off you this time. Good. Oh, it's Kashana this time. Oh, and Kashana's good and actually leaves instead of just sticking around like an absolute menace like Nagi does. Nothing from the tail for me. Sadly. I don't really want to attack the thing if I can. I want to try and hit the head. It's just annoying to do when it's standing on top of its little fire spot like that. Thank God Kush's wind doesn't interact with the fire to just constantly be spreading it all the place all the time. That'd be a nightmare. Did every single person life powder? There's at least 3 life powders in there. That's a good squad right there. People are low health and 3 separate life powders go off. That's some good shit. Go back with coffee. Enjoy. Going down. Oh, okay. Apparently it's going down without me doing the attack. It's just magically falling out of the sky. Head break. Delightful. Delightful. Not as good as it is against Tio, but still useful against her. Just so that we can fight her in this preferable area up here, rather than down at the bottom where she's got, Well, that didn't work. She has the space advantage because of that Nova. Do you have the Saiyan charge, Samurai? If you do, just go ahead and do it. Oh, okay. Luna's making it spicy. I want to fight on the side which allows me to actually run out of the area. In case she novas and I'm trapped inside. Nice recall. The Farcaster? Very legit. Good shout. You missed the sire. Oh no! You hit the bombs first instead. That's a thing. I find that bombs tend to be more of a hindrance to wake-ups than a help a lot of the time, unless you have a weapon that's just bad at doing wake-ups. Like dual blades or something, right? Hey, good job. You definitely tried to make it spicy. No, again. Someone else got one. That's all 3 that you needed. Did you carve 3 gems today? Intern? You got 1 and a shiny, but you got all 3 of them today. You fuck. Get cucked on call. I'm getting my rewards stolen from me with this. Nope. I got an investigation from picking up a Luna track. And it wasn't a Luna investigation. Devastating. You still need 7 horns. We're gonna try one more. I used 4 vouchers on this as well. The only reason I didn't use 5 vouchers on this is because one of them died. Where am I at? If I don't get a gem and 2 more Lunas, I'm just going to build one of the Luna weapons, so I'm not building all 3 of them. I'm not fighting 30 Lunas at the end of high rank before just absolutely denying any master rank forward progression at all. That's just shit. You've saved the people, well done. Did you save me from this hell that I'm concocting? While you're at it? Feel like I'm a bit of a Tartarus myself. Endless pit of fucking despair. The fucking fire! It's not even that, like, damaging a lot of the time, like it doesn't kill you, it's just fucking annoying. Well, I'm dead. Oh, I got knocked down, I might be okay. Well, I tried. That's unfortunate. Life powder went up like a second too late. That was a really, really quick Nova. You would have died anyway, you got stunned. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have protected you from a slice, would it? Claw hit probably would have done the damage to kill you. Fucking Crag flips me. sticky, whatever the fuck it's called now. Why did she know this so early? You actually got the investigation as well. Is it any good? Four people, normal cards, 2 silvers. 2 silvers is alright. As long as it's not bronzes, because I don't think bronzes can give you gems. The silvers can. High uses. If I don't have more than 1 gem by the end of tomorrow, I'm probably only gonna get 1 weapon. If I have 2 gems, I'll get the 3rd just cause. It's a bit silly because if it wasn't for the fact that there's a stupid event on, I only would have needed to have got 1 gem, and I could have forged the other 2. But because this event came on this week and last week, I can't do the special things to be able to get the golden tickets. Which just makes it really, like, fucking annoying, right? Luna gives you him, I can forge them later. The issue there is I'm going to have the same problem though, right? I'm going to need 3, whatever the G rank is. Oh no, it'll probably be large Elder Dragon gems, won't it? Actually. Although I'm still going to need 3 fucking large Elder Dragon gems. I mean, I'll get them before that point, because I'll get them from the tickets as we're going through the ranks. Because it is the only reason I don't have the gold tickets is because of the fact that when they released Iceborne, they made it so that all of the tickets basically require you to be in post-game high rank to be able to do. And actually get the gold tickets. And then the events have come on twice. Otherwise I'd have 5 golden tickets by this point. And I'd be long since done with high rank. wind resistance horn for the next Luna. That's a good idea. No on the tail. But she's going back that way. She's injured? Alright. Hopefully that head is close to breaking then. Take the... There's the head break. I'm incredibly lucky to be alive. Oh, fucking duck. In the what? On the Wildspire race, not the Elder's Recess. It's in the what instead of the ER. If only we could find a few of them in the fucking ER, we'd be able to kill them quicker. Oh, that's simulcast though. Thank fuck for that. I've got at least one. I only took 9 Lunas. Kill me. If I'm building all of the Luna weapons, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons left. Although 4 of those are Luna, because you have to build them then upgrade them. 2 Luna gems, 1 Kush horn, and the cool insect glaive. Absolute dog shit rewards again. This quest got some bad rewards. I gotta switch to SMT now, Eugene. Where'd you get the commission tickets from? It's either the quest that you get once you've done every other low rank and high rank quest, optional and not, or the one you unlock at Master Rank 100. That's one use in the bin. You used it? Oh Christ. Thank you very much for the help, Samurai. Thank you as always, Eugene Enter. The person who joined us earlier, but my name is failing to remember. Just immediately gone. I wouldn't call it help borderline sabotage. It was funny though. That one Luna had a problem, man. That one Luna had some anger issues that it needed to work out, and we were just the poor souls that got to be the whetstone. Okay. I am gonna go quickly have a break, run to the loo, get a drink, all that stuff. I'm gonna be back with some SMT5 for the rest of the stream today. More Monster Hunter will be tomorrow. You can see when on that link there. It's the same hours it was today. At this point, backwards 3 hours. I'll be back in just a moment. See you in a second.